On May 22, 2026, the U.S. Department of War expanded the public UAP archive. Pursue Release 02 arrived with about 5.6 gigabytes of military-grade video and 70.1 megabytes of technical records. This is not a rumor pile. It is official material at war.gov/UFO, FLIR tracks, cockpit HUD recordings, and multi-sensor telemetry from encounters still labeled unresolved. Public counts put the second tranche near 222 new files, more than 40 videos requested by lawmakers, and about 51 audio recordings. Agencies in the mix include the Department of War, CIA, Energy, and the Office of the Director of National Intelligence. The department said the portal had already taken more than 1 billion hits since May 8. Release 02 is how Pursue stopped being a one-day event and became a rolling public record system. The production package is right about the texture of this drop, high-resolution forward-looking infrared, and fighter jet head-up displays with speed, altitude, and lock cues burned into the glass. We see objects as heat or as holes in the heat. Crosshairs hunt. Gain slams open and shut. The numbers on the HUD are why this tape matters. They claim a solid track interacting with a military sensor suite, not a backyard zoom on a planet. Unresolved still means the government will not name the target. One clip stopped the internet's scroll. August 2022, off Iran. Catalogued in public trackers as a 4 UAP formation over water. Infrared, a few seconds long, shows 4 contrast areas sliding past vessels. Officials did not identify the objects. A nearby Persian Gulf formation clip from 2019 shows 3 tracks in a similar military IR language. Formation is a powerful word. It can mean craft. It can mean birds, flares, or a processing artifact marching in a line. Release 02 does not pick a winner. It leaves 4 dots and an open file. Over Syria in 2021, another clip is sold in headlines as warp speed acceleration. On the tape, a target seems to race away in a burst that looks like science fiction. Sensor operators know the cheaper explanations: a zoom jump, a track swap, a bird leaving the beam, a missile or drone already going very fast. The file is still in the unresolved stack. That is the honest sentence. The published frames are startling, and the published analysis is thin. Release 02 also leans into the water. Public indexes flag a longer formation clip with 4 areas of contrast, filters, zooms, and hard cuts, and another titled as multiple spherical UAP or USO near a submarine. Unidentified submerged objects are the twin of unidentified aerial ones, same hunger for a name, same shortage of chain of custody. The Pentagon has warned that many pursue materials lack a substantiated custody chain. Watch the spheres. Count the edits. Do not pretend a title card is a recovered craft. Then the clip everyone argued about, a jet over Lake Huron, and a UFO being shot down. Public briefings tie it to the 2023 fighter jet case that already lived in the news. What Release 02 adds is official tape in the vault, tens of seconds, not a Netflix ending. A shootdown is a kinetic fact. What was shot is still the question. Balloon, drone, something else. The archive shows the pass, not the wreckage tag. The documents are not quieter than the tape. An ODNI narrative describes a senior intelligence officer's orb encounter with helicopter, radar, FLIR, and night vision context. A Sandia file pulls green fireballs back to 1948 through 50 near-sensitive sites. A CIA report from Release 02 concerns a 1973 green circular object near the Soviet Sari Shagan test range. Energy's Pantex image fragment shows a ground surveillance radar tower and Sandia-enhanced stills of an unidentified object. None of these pages say extraterrestrial. They say, we wrote it down, and we still do not close it. NASA recordings sit in the same drop. Wally Schira on Mercury Atlas 8, October 1962, told Mission Control he saw little white objects that seemed to come from the capsule and drift off, and a burst of light in the window as the sun slipped the horizon. Astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson called it a little misleading to park never classified astronaut chatter next to unresolved military UAP. Debris, ice, window flares, space already has a catalog of almosts. The lesson is the same as the sensor library: unusual is not automatically alien. What should we take from Release 02? First, the government put high-resolution military IR and HUD tape on a public URL. That is new, even when the cases are old. Second, Iran, Syria, the water clips, and Lake Huron are startling frames with thin official captions. Third, ODNI, CIA, Energy, and NASA paper show the vault is a library of agencies, not a single smoking gun. Unresolved does not mean alien. It does not mean mundane. It means the evidence, as released, is not enough to close the case. The department said more trenches would follow. They did. Source: U.S. Department of War, pursue Release 02, war.gov/UFO. This narration is independent commentary, not a government statement. Thank you for watching.